Welcome students to the class on poem. First poem, My Mother at 66, written by Kamla Das from the book Flamingo. Something about the poet. Kamla Das was a South Indian poet born in Kerala. Her writings reflect exploration of a wide range of relationships from a woman's point of view, whether be a daughter, mother, or a wife. Her works are known for their originality, versatility, and her indigenous flavor of the soil. The poems reflect the South Indian touch in all the poems that she has written down, and she's written several poems with the name Madhvi Kuttu. She has captured the complex subtleties of human relationship in lyrical idiom. My Mother at 66 is an example. The theme and rhyme scheme of the poem. The first theme of the poem is about, that is the fear of loss. The daughter does not stay with her mother and she stays out. The poem is composed in a manner that shows about the mother's advancing age. Aging is a natural process. Aging is a natural process, and the death is inevitable with the advancing age. The anguish of a daughter over her mother's advancing age and the fear of permanent separation from her has been highlighted in the poem. The mother at 66 symbolizes the fast-paced life and the inevitable death of the life as the inevitable death as the life moves on. The poet is agonized by her mother's advancing age and the fear of her imminent death. It is the permanent separation from the loved one has been highlighted here. And the second point that has been highlighted here is the nostalgia. The poet is carried away by her childhood premonition of losing her mother. Next, we talk about the rhyme scheme of the poem. The poem is written in blank verse. It has no rhyme scheme. And the whole poem, once we read it, we see it is written in a single sentence, punctuated by commas. Now, we come to the explanation. While driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, that is the international airport, Kamla Das notices her mother, who was sitting beside her and dozing with her mouth open. I saw my mother beside me doze open mouthed. Now she's sleeping, she's having a short nap early morning time, and she has a short nap and sleeping with her mouth open. Actually, her mother, because as people grow old, they lose control over their muscles, and this is what has happened with the mother also. When people are young, they don't sleep with their mouth open. The mother is dozing off with her mouth open, and her mother's face was pale like a dead body, her face ashen like that of a corpse. What is corpse? Corpse is dead body. Ashen is the residue, the ash that is left behind after burning of charcoal or coal or wood. And the expression on her face was clearly one of pain, born out of fear of separation in old age. A sudden fear and pain crops up in the poet's mind, and she realizes that her mother is old now and could pass away, leaving her all alone. So the pain that she gets is that her mother is growing old and she may not live long. Though the realization was alarming, it was hard to accept. So she wanted to overcome those thoughts. So she started looking out at the young trees out from the other side of the car window. In order to drive her thoughts away from the agony and pain, on looking at her mother's colorless face, she looks outside the car. The trees pacing past and the speeding car were grim reminders that the time was flown by. And you see, children, when the car moves in the forward direction, the trees appear to moving in the opposite direction. It is a natural phenomena. Although the trees are stationary, trees aren't moving, but they only show the passage of time. and the merry children spilling out of their homes. The joyous children playing outside represent youth, energy, and life. And all this probably reminded of her childhood when her mother was young. And another thing is, children, this was a complete contrast image as compared to what was there inside the car. That is the end of life. That is, her mother's face was almost nearing death, and to have a change of thought, she started looking out of the other side of the window, and there she saw these two images: young trees sprinting and merry children spilling. Spilling means coming out of their homes, and sprinting means moving at a very fast speed. Now, but after the security check at the airport, all of us know that only the passengers are allowed to go inside and not the visitors. The visitors have to stand in the gallery outside. So Kamala Das again looks at her mother from a distance, standing a few yards away. So Kamala Das looks back at her mother, standing a few yards away, looking pale and grey like a late winter moon. I looked again at her van. Van means pale, winter, pale as a late winter moon. This is the second comparison that she has made for her mother. Late winter moon. Her mother's face pale as a late winter moon. Winter being symbolic of old age. Winter being symbolic of old age. And as the moon does not shine brightly during the late winters, that is December, January, because of the fog and mist, similarly, mother's face has also lost all the sun, all the shine from her face, and her face looks really dull. And at this moment, the poet senses a familiar pain and ache. Her childhood fear of the thought of losing her mother comes back. You know, when children are small, all children have the fear of losing their mother. All children have the fear of losing their mother, because moment they lose the sight of their mother, they get the feeling of insecurity, and the loss of the mother is there. But the poet does not want her mother to get any idea that how the daughter is feeling. So all that she did was, all I said was, "See you soon, Amma." She kept up a cheerful appearance with an optimistic smile on her face. She said the parting words were, "See you soon, Amma." And these parting words are like assurance to the mother that everything is all right and we shall meet again soon. All I did was smile and smile and smile. She kept up a cheerful appearance till the time she parted from her mother. Overcome with sorrow and fear, she bids her old mother goodbye and keeps smiling to hide her real feelings, because she did not want at any point of time her mother to feel sad that the daughter is upset because she is worried about her mother's growing age, and maybe she even feels that the permanent separation from the mother, how painful it is when we think about the permanent loss of a loved one. Okay, children, with this, like, I hope you have understood the poem. We go to the literary devices that have been used in the poem. The first literary device that has been used in the poem is simile. Her face ashen like that of a corpse. What is a simile? Simile is a poetic device in which two contrasting things are compared. So her mother's face has been compared to that of a corpse. Her face ashen like that of a corpse. Right? The face of the mother has been compared to the corpse, that of a dead body. And second comparison, the mother's face has been compared to winter moon, late winter moon, and winter being symbolic of old age. Next is personification. What is personification? Personification is a figure of speech literary device where non-living things are given human qualities. Trees sprinting. Young trees sprinting. Sprinting means moving at a very fast speed. And trees are stationary. Trees do not move at all. This is a human quality that has been given to it. Third, that is repetition. Smile and smile and smile. the same word has been repeated, right? Smile and smile and smile. This repetition figure of speech is used to emphasize the fact that the action is being repeated regularly. Okay? Next is metaphor. Metaphor here, the comparison is implied. Married children spilling out of their homes, that is personification, that is metaphor. I hope you have understood the poem, and in any doubts, I hope you have understood the poem. Thank you, children. Thank you.